it's time for me to introduce Melinda, who's going to tell us all kinds of important information.
Thank you, Chris. I'm also going to try to share my screen when I can.
You got it.
Well, maybe I got it. Okay. You should see something now, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
okay, great.
So you want to start your show.
I can see why this is annoying, because you cannot see what other people are seeing. So anyway, I'm going to talk about the 2022 Parley. It's been in the plans for quite a while. We almost got to do it in 2020. We had to pull the plug in March. And then we thought, well, maybe we'll do it in 2021. No, but we're finally going to be able to do it. At least I hope we have. Let's cross our fingers in 2022. We're staying with the same hotel. It's the Sturbridge Host Hotel in Sturbridge, Mass. The dates are July 22nd to the 24th. And we are going to have a special rate from the hotel. They've got a lovely facility. I think you'll really enjoy it. Sturbridge is about an hour's drive from Boston's Logan Airport for those of you who will be coming in. And Sturbridge is a lovely town. It's right next to Brimfields. If you're an antiquer, you know about Brimfields. They have 3 one-week sessions in the summer where the entire town is one big antique field where you can buy all sorts of things. We are not holding the Parley during one of those weeks because guess what? There's not a lot of roads and they're all jammed. But in the same area, there are a lot of antique shops that people can go to. There's the Sturbridge Village, which depicts colonial life, and it's a great activity for the family. There's a lot of activities in nearby Worcester and in the area. Worcester's about 30 miles away. So this is where the Parley is going to be next year. We're going to be planning for the fall program, and registration will probably be open in March. Every year we usually open it around March. Putting on a Parley is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. So I'd like to invite all of you to be part of the program. You can speak on a puzzling topic or a puzzle related topic. I think we all enjoyed Rebecca's talk. You can be on a panel. You can share gems in your collection. Show and tell was wonderful. You can volunteer. We need people for both large and small tasks, and you can join our steering committee or one of our subcommittees that deals with certain things, whatever your talents and whatever you feel like doing. You can also help us by giving us feedback. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what we could do maybe a little better. Tell us what you'd like to see in 2022. And of course, email us at msg@puzzleparley.com. Putting on a Parley is a lot of work, but it's also a lot of fun. We are all going to take a break. And of course, as Chris has mentioned, he's going to be loading up his car and trailer and driving and moving to Montana. Later in the fall, we are going to ask you for feedback and for programming suggestions. And as I just said, registration will be open in March. So that's the overarching timeline for the next Parley. In addition, we'll be posting many of the sessions you saw today on our YouTube channel. I think a couple are already there. And we'll be making more material for that channel from past Parleys, from the data we have, as soon as we get to them. And that's a lot of work because it usually requires a lot of editing and work to redo everything.
Yeah, and to just comment, the reason why Melinda mentioned that one of us is moving to Montana is he is our video editor, so he's going to be busy for a little while. So don't expect to see our videos up, in the next week or, even in a few weeks.
Sure, Joe. And just I'll let Melinda finish, but you can see the 5 pre-recorded videos that were all for this weekend's event. They're currently now on the Puzzle Parley YouTube page. Easiest way to find that is either to go to the puzzleparley.org and click on the little YouTube link under our logo, or you can just go to YouTube and search for Puzzle Parley, as nobody else uses this term. It'll go right to our channel. You'll see mine and Janelle's and Shay's and Deb's videos. And in about a month or so, we'll have recordings of everybody from Rebecca and Conrad and the show and tells and the roundtables all up on YouTube. And I'll give it back to Melinda.
Thank you, Chris. I want to thank all of our presenters, panelists, the Paige E. Elliott Puzzle Exchange participants, and all of the people that did show and tell. You all did a lot of work. It takes quite a bit of time to make videos that you made specifically for this. The panelists who generally shared their knowledge and the show and tell people, this was the best one ever. And the Puzzle Exchange people who came up with those wonderful puzzles. I've participated in a couple and I know how much work it is. So thank you one and all for all that you have done for this Parley. I also want to thank my fellow steering committee people. You've seen most of us come on and off at one time or another. I'll start with Bob. Bob is a natural leader, and his personality, he's personally led each of the Parleys. He has given talks and exhibits. He's generally promoted the Parley on his site, his sales, and anyone who informally contacts him. He did groundbreaking work in restoration and wrote 2 landmark papers on cutting style and special techniques. All the budding cutters, go to oldpuzzles.com for a great education. And then we have his son, Conrad. Conrad has only been on the committee, I think, for about 4 months. And look at all he's done. It was a great presentation, Conrad. Lovely puzzle and show and tell. And he is one of the 3 that has been orchestrating this Zoom meeting, because an awful lot of the rest of us are not really literate in Zoom. He's a gifted puzzle designer and maker, and I would suggest if you haven't gone to newpuzzles.com, you should. They are a delight. Deb has been a liaison for many of you. She was the liaison for all the people who wanted to present ads. She organized the Puzzle Parley. She worked on the YouTube channel, editing material. She did a fantastic job on the exchange. This was the first time we tried a virtual one, and it came off beautifully. Thank you so much, Deb. We go on to Roz, and one of her many talents is organization. She kept us going forward. Well, that's great, but she also kept us from not going in circles. Despite unexpected demands on her time, she kept us on track. She kept track of all the details that many of us posted to her and kept us focused and moving forward, and devoted a lot of time to us, even though she had, as I said, a lot of other things that came up that she had to take care of. Thank you, Roz. Joe has co-chaired at least 2 Parleys. He's been on many panels, done a number of presentations, and he's the only one who's participated in all the Puzzle Exchange. Joe also has a talent for finding novel things in our puzzling world, and he is the first one to point to us to both Janelle Aimley and Rebecca Tushna, which both contributed, I think, a great deal to our program. So thank you, Joe, for all of the pointers you give us. Joe is also our Zoom host and coordinator, and he's done a great job making sure everybody is on cue, that they're doing the right things, and that everything has gone smoothly. As Bob mentioned, I have co-chaired many of the Parleys. I've been either a panelist or a monitor on a lot of the roundtables, and I've given a number of talks. And here I'll say that I will be redoing some of those talks for the YouTube channel. This time around, I handled your registration, so I think I know all the names, but not the people, of all the people who have registered, because I had to put you in MailChimp and make sure that you got all the links and all the other information that we were sharing with the Parley. I also handled the website, and I want to thank all my co-workers for their content that they gave me, and especially for proofreading. If you know my work, you know I put in more than one typo here and there. Moving to Chris. Chris brings an incredible energy and creativity I suspect to everything he does. His video was informative. It was certainly very entertaining. It made me want to go out and make a baffler puzzle in my backyard, but I think instead I'm just going to go to his site at, let's see, Chris Yates Studios.net, I think.
Oh,
If I'm
Chris
wrong,
Yates
correct
.net.
me. He's behind the creation of our YouTube channel and maintains our Instagram postings, as well as other media outlets. He wears a number of hats. He's our graphic artist, he's our site content generator, and recently, Conrad mentioned how we had a less than optimal first dress rehearsal. Even though Chris was doing a whole bunch of other things for his move, he worked with Conrad, and at the 11th hour, he came up for a script, which was a lifesaver for putting on this event. So thank you very much, Chris, for all that you've done. Finally, there's Anne, and believe it or not, Anne was the hardest person for me to write about because she has done so much. She has participated in all of our parleys. She has a fantastic mind, and luckily for us, she's interested in puzzles and puzzle history, so she gives us a lot of talks on various aspects of puzzle history. She's written 2 books, which I'm checking right here. The Jigsaw Puzzle, Piecing Together a History, and Jigsaw Puzzles, an Illustrative History and Price Guide. She is the authority in the US and worldwide, and any major news outlet that is doing a piece on puzzling has probably contacted Anne to be a participant. Thank you, Anne. Finally, I want to thank all of you. First of all, I want to thank all of the people that have come from all over the globe. This is the first that has ever happened. We've had some people from Canada. We've had a few people from Britain, from France, Germany, Italy, but that was it. This year, we've got people from Hungary. We have a puzzle maker from Hungary. We have a puzzle blogger from Russia. We have somebody from New Zealand. Someone asked a question from South Africa. And to Mary Lush, who was in Australia, thank you very much. She got up early just to be able to join our panel. We're a very special group. Those of you who have come to other parleys know this. I hope all of the people who have joined in for the first time have realized both the excitement, the sharing, and just what a great group this is. We love puzzles, we love puzzle making, and it's very unusual that we are such an open and sharing group. As Ruth Holmes put it, Paige would have been very happy to see us, to see what we have become. So remember, we've got puzzle sales. The page is going to be up for a while. If you haven't been there, go check it out, please. Send us your feedback. We'll see you all in 2022. And until then, happy puzzling and happy puzzle making.